Hey, it's Meat Sandwich from the Boris and Robin Show. It's time to take a look at the box office this weekend with Meet at the Movies. So there's only a couple of movies opening up this weekend, and I guess the big one would be The Circle, a new suspense thriller that you've probably seen a lot of trailers for. This thing has been all over the place. It's got a phenomenal cast that includes Tom Hanks, Emma Watson, John Boyega from Star Wars The Force Awakens. Patton Oswalt is in this. It actually also has Bill Paxton in his final performance, which is pretty interesting. And the director, James Ponsoldt, has really made a name for himself in the independent film world with some great movies like The Spectacular Now and The End of the Tour, which if you haven't seen The End of the Tour, that movie is really, really good. Go check that out. So I was really looking forward to this one. In the movie, Emma Watson is hired by a powerful tech and social media company run by Tom Hanks, where she gets involved in some kind of experiment that starts to push the boundaries of privacy, ethics, and personal freedoms. It's a topical and potentially pretty interesting premise, but reviews are starting to come in and they are almost entirely bad. It seems like it's so focused on being a lecture about the dangers of technology that it forgets to have a story. So you're probably better off just staying home and watching Black Mirror on Netflix, because it's a show that is pretty much doing the same kind of thing, but it's super intense and pretty awesome. Then there's a new comedy out this weekend called How to Be a Latin Lover, which is directed by Ken Marino, a comedian who I really like, who was in Wet Hot American Summer, Party Down, and Children's Hospital as well. It stars people like Salma Hayak, Rob Lowe, Kristen Bell, and Raquel Welch is in this too. And the movie's about an aging gigolo who has to move back in with his sister and his attempts to seduce a wealthy grandmother played by Raquel Welch. There really aren't many reviews for this yet because it was not screened for critics, which is always a bad sign, but it looks like something that Adam Sandler or Rob Schneider would have made 15 years ago, which is also a bad sign. And it's rated PG-13, which seems pretty tame for what's supposedly a sex comedy. So alas, there's not too much out this week, but there is some great stuff out there that you can catch up on. Plus, next week, we've got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 to look forward to, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm hearing pretty great things. Until then, though, we'll meet at the movies.